Alright, folks, welcome back. Or rather, welcome back to me as well. I am back from my holiday in Vietnam, where I spent a very, very pleasant time for a month and a half relaxing, chilling, and doing all that good jazz one does in the world of holiday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're off to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Fresh run. I've done about 10 hours of this game in a test run when it came out. It was incredibly buggy. Sensationally buggy, and we are now going to do this because a great deal of updates have come out. As always with Alcat, who are the kings of the CRPG genre, the first version of their game is always the worst one. The longer it takes from post-launch, the better it gets. And I think we're now ready. I think we're ready to take a look at this game properly. So this is set in the Warhammer 40k universe. And did I just press continue here or not? Yes, I did. In the Warhammer 40k universe, it is a CRPG, a CRPG that is very similar to other CRPGs you may have seen. They are technically advanced, detail heavy, and well, we'll get into it. Let's not sit here talking about it too much. Normal, daring, so. Infrequently. Okay, so I think we should go with daring. Daring difficulty level demands that players possess a solid grasp of the base game systems or extensive experience in analogous tactical games or CRPGs, which I do, so hopefully it'll work out well. The stats and modifiers of enemies in the game environment are balanced. Yes, so the normal version actually gives us with slightly weaker enemies than normal, so let's see. Dodge modifier 0, no bonuses, very good. Minimum damage dealt is 0, yep. Okay, max duration for card control unlimited. Yeah, okay. Go. Choosing this difficulty is not, we're getting a lot of chances. We're getting a lot of chances to back away from this, but we're bold. We're going to go right into this. Okay, pre-generated character. No. Custom character generation is one of the great amusements, of this kind of game. So we're going to get into it.
We need to investigate.
Okay. I'm going to go with a mage-like character for this one because I kind of like the idea. Okay. Let's see. This one looks heavily melee. Okay, good. Yep, that looks somewhat mage-like. What a mage-like snipery sort of character, I think. Yeesh. Yeah, okay, I like this one. Okay, yeah. Fancy hairdo, I like it, yes. Next. Oh, hang on. Appearance. We didn't actually do anything. Okay, can we zoom in? Yeah, okay, let's see what we have. We definitely don't want a buff body type. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Because what happened was that the portrait was automatically, we kind of bungled that. That's what we did, we bungled that one. Okay, we'll have to do it manually. Okay, so let's do that. Face, let's see, what do we have? We have a long face. Okay. That one looks too happy. Okay, here we go. Long face, full lips. Yup, we can go with that one. Okay, body. Let's see what we have here. This one looks slim and trim, so we'll go with that one. Skin tone. That, maybe? That looks about right. Hair. Okay, let's see. This is an advanced looking hairdo. I'm thinking that one. And eyebrows. Let's go with some haughty aristocratic types. Like that. Maybe this or that. Okay, that looks good. This. That looks even better. Okay, eyebrow cloud. We're going for dark brown. That looks fine. Hair looks good. Brows look good. Did we get to pick a hair color? Hairstyle, but no hair color. Oh, okay. Tattoo? Are there tattoos? Oh yeah, top left. Okay. That looks like augmentations more than tattoos, actually. So I think probably not so much with the tattoos. Augmentations, there was something in the top left. And the top left. Just the left? Just the left, possibly. So that one? Yep, that's the one. And is there a second augmentation? No, there is not, just the one. Voice.
I'll mention this triumph in my memoirs.
Deliver their demise.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Ah, okay.
Ruinous favor prevails.
I am but a harbinger of the destruction.
Pious or heretic?
Blood and mayhem shall be our anthem.
Okay, we'll go with heretic. Definitely sounds cooler. Okay, home world. Right, what are we choosing between? Death world. We have intelligence and fellowship. Okay, I think we're going to be going with a psyker, which is going to require intelligence. We definitely don't want that one. So intelligence +5, willpower +5. Okay, that's looking good. Void born. So born on a ship. Interesting. Hive world. Fellowship and agility, which is good for the guns. Forge world. Intelligence toughness. Imperial world. Humanity's finest. Imperial world characters can steal any characteristic except for weapon skill or ballistic skill and add a 10 bonus. Interesting. So let's see. So if we're going to be a psyker, we're going to have to be trained somewhere. Have acquired our magical skills from somewhere. Imperial world. I quite like the intelligence bonuses and the willpower bonuses coming from, because both of these are good, and fortune is a voidborn character with any failed attack. Oh, with a 20% chance of success. Which is good for the sniper characters. Okay, born in space. Sure, why not? Let's go with this. Okay, we want to be a sanctioned psyker. Wait, are there new ones here? Astra Militarum Commander. Commissar, what's that? Officio Perfectus, ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of the Astra Militarum Regiment. I don't remember that from anywhere. Crime Lord. The Imperium survives and prospers in no small part due to the narrowness of its vision. But a rebellious mind and will such as yours could not be easily constrained. So weapon skill perception. And this one is ballistic skill and perception. That's a very good one for the ranged weapons. Ministorum Priest. Toughness and willpower. I think it has to be the sanctioned psyker because we want to have some. We want to play a psyker. Okay, so we're going to be joined by another psyker, but I'm going to toss her out in favor of other. Okay, now what kind of psyker do we want to be? Biomancers, specialized in manipulating biological energy. That's a hard no because we are not going to be in melee range. Diviner. These abilities allow divines to look into twisting strands of the immaterium. Yeah, Pyromancer, vicious, yes. Sanctic. Psychers of Samtic discipline master their connection to the Golden Throne to support their allies with holy might and stave off demons and heretics. Okay. Third Soul. This damage increased by 50%. Hammer of the Emperor. Shield. It's a buffing class. Telepath. This one is actually real powerful. Do we just want to do raw damage? We might just want to do raw damage. What do we have here? Molten Beam. 12 cell line. Flame. Yeah, I feel we should go with this one. We're gonna be a pyromancer. Okay. Lore Xenos, Persuasion, or Coercion? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Coercion. Who needs Persuasion when you can coerce? Grim Portents. Logic -5. Definitely not. Awareness -5 and Lore Warp -5. That would make little sense since we were actually born in space. Awareness -5? Do we really want... By the perception characteristic. Subconscious ability to react to things. Notice traps, cleverly hidden objects, secret passages. Somebody on the team has got to have awareness. Affected by the intelligence characteristic, rational arguments. Really come to think of it, this is the safest one to take. Because our intelligence will be buffed heavily. Yeah, let's take that one. Okay, archetypes. This is going to be our warrior class type. We have a bunch of choose between the warriors, officers, operatives, and soldiers. So warriors, exceptional melee prowess, don't care about that. Officer, we could do that, but we're getting a good officer to join us anyway. In out of the NPCs that can join us, operatives use intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses in an enemy's defense. This is a long-range sniper type thing, which I think is probably the logical one for us to go with, because we are not going to be front lines of battle. And from here, we can go to fun stuff like Bounty Hunter. Yeah, let's go with operative. Okay. Willpower, okay. It also increased the chance of resisting negative mental effects. Willpower reflects a character's ability to withstand the horrors of the warp. Now, for what I have chosen, intelligence and perception is where we need to be. Ballistic skill we also need for the sniping skills. Okay, so let's begin with simply bumping that up 1. Let's also bring this up because we don't want to be missing a lot. Let's get this up to 35. Weapon skill reflects the character's competence in all forms of close combat. Great, we don't need to care about that. Let's leave that because we can't buff everything. And it's going to be a tricky one. Okay, agility measures a character's quickness, reflexes, and poise. High agility allows her to manipulate delicate explosives. It improves the character's initiative and dodge chance. So we do actually need initiative because we want to fire first. Okay, yeah. Let's dump these because this is actually reasonably good. Do we want to get that to even higher levels though? Now let's keep it that way. In the initial stages, the shooting ability is going to matter quite a bit. But let's keep it that way. Okay, happy with that. Sword class frigate, we're definitely going to call it the Patient Fortune. We're instead going to call it something like, say, Silent Vindicator. The Silent Vindicator is our sword class frigate. Classic void ship design, proven in thousands of battles, decent firepower, high speed, all of that jazz. Great, let's do this. Let us edit the name, and we are Marviola. The Bay. Rogue Trader archetype, operative. Okay, so Voidborn Feat of Greatness, which is Coercion +5. Yep. Grim Portents is Logic -5. Sanctioned Psyker. Yep. You have Ignite to start with and Analyze Enemy. Which does what? Alright. I think this is looking pretty good. We're doing it. We're doing it. We have begun, ladies and gentlemen. The journey has begun. Yes, we are going to run this game all the way to the finish line. It's going to take a long time. This is, I would say, probably, if we do it well, an 80 to 100 hour title. I've only tested this in the first 10 hours or so. After that, we'll be flying blind. This should be quite the adventure, quite the experience. Oh, yes, indeed. I'm in Bangkok right now for the next couple of months, back in my favorite city in the world and enjoying my stay. I came a couple of days ago. The 3 speakers are flying around.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Voice in dialogues. You are in dialogue. Here you can learn about current events, influence the character you're speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select the reply. Yep. Sounds good. Okay, so truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor. To inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
Nice voice acting so far. Continue.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
You can highlight your cursor over highlighted words, hover your cursor in order to learn more about them. Tooltips appear can help you understand the world and the game mechanics better. Got it? Okay, Rogue Trader, what is this? A subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A unique hereditary title, aha! A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Fantastic. Okay, how shall we introduce ourselves? No intention. Oh, no. We will introduce ourselves
I am
powerfully.
aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly an unenviable lot. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Lord Captain. Why am I aboard this vessel? Okay, strange title.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Codex of Imperium Law. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Excellent. We've been headhunted for a job. Let's hope it pays well.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your
To put
responsibilities?
it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Aha, a Master of Whispers. How very Game of Thrones. Tell me about the one on whose ship I have found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse.
You say
Lady
I'm one of the
Theodora
rogue
despises
traders'
both
heirs.
qualities.
So there is another candidate.
There is, and you will meet him soon enough.
I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrat von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
All right, observation. By the right of blood, rogue trader Theodora von Valencias desires to meet us. Great, let's go. Move your character by clicking the left mouse button on the screen. Left, right, yep, that worked. Aha, move the map like this, very good. Rotate it like that, excellent. Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Left mouse button and icon to perform associated actions. So I'm always marked with icons. Okay, hold tab to highlight objects your character can interact with. Great. Okay. Right, let's just
The
roll it on
world
here.
will bow.
Aha, the door. Automatic save.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
I march for power.
You have been ambushed. Okay, to survive the grim darkness of the far future, face enemies of all kinds, fight for our lives. Hints and tutorials, familiarize yourself with the combat system. Got it. What's going on here? My mouse is behaving very weirdly. Okay. Okay, let's start the battle. My guys are weak. Join the knife. Okay, movement in combat. All battles in the game are turn-based, take place on a grid. Left mouse button to move the character there. Okay. What is my mouse doing? Behaving somewhat strangely. I'm currently streaming this on the GeForce Now system. Maybe some slight lag issue, which shouldn't really exist. Strange. Okay, movement points determine how far a character can move on their turn. One movement point corresponds to one cell. Moving diagonally is costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2. Okay, yep. Okay, so let's get to cover. To make attacks and use abilities, the character must spend action points. Okay, yeah. To attack, first click on a single shot at the bottom of the screen, hover the cursor of the enemy, tooltip will appear. Yeah. Amount of damage your characters deal depends on the parameters of the weapon they are using. Effectiveness of the shot depends on the distance between the character and the enemy. Okay. Certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions, can only be used once per turn, unless affected by specific talents. If a character performs an attack action, they will not be able to attack again. Okay. Take a look. So what do I have? I have got 4 attack points. The operative targets one enemy within 10 cells. The target immediately gains 3 exploits. And an exploit is: if the operative hits a target with an exploit stack, the attack deals plus 5 times perception bonus, percentage more damage. Okay. The damage is also increased by 10% for each exploit on the target. Okay. The attack removes all exploits from the target. Okay. And we currently have 3 exploits on there. So let's do that. Add another one. The target suffers from 1 to 8 damage, suffers the warp burn effect. This requires 1. This requires 1. Okay. So let's also put him on fire. Nice. And oh, we can't shoot him because we used up the attack. Okay, fair enough. So where's the end turn button? End turn is space. Let's do it. Okay, missed. And that guy missed. Oh, he looks doomed to me. And that he is. 33 damage. Unra, do something. Why on earth is he still analyzing enemies? I mean, seriously. Okay. Although we've stacked this guy pretty good. Got 6 stacks. Let's take him out. The burn should take him out now. Take a look. He's got 4 hit points. And he's burning. Yeah, okay. Aha!
For the
Surely
glory of
now.
the Imperium!
No, don't do it! How is this guy not dead from the burn? Wait. Characters with melee weapons can make an attack of opportunity if an opponent in an adjacent style initiates movement. Okay, so we can't shoot the guy, that's for sure. Wait, or can we? No, we have a pistol. Oh, it's a revolver. No, we should be able to shoot the guy. Okay, so one-handed revolver, 15% additional hit chance. I say we shoot him. Why didn't the burn damage burn him away?
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the
weird.
same moment
I'm gonna go get some
when the
water.
rogue
Be right back.
trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from
That was decidedly
advancing
weird.
their plan.
That was decidedly weird.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
All right. Well, let's go. Map using M. Okay. That map doesn't tell us anything for the moment. Big place.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Let us survey the room. Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Ethelthard, Theodora von Valancius's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Behind the two of them, you see 2 more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing who's studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
Well, we're already answering. Go in and take a closer look at this.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, Regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Your character skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. Okay. Lore Xenos, low warp. Well, actually, we're warp, not Xenos, so let's do this. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
Ah. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Ethelbrad.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Ah, but we dare many things.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well
some
forgot the
serious
time.
ass-kissing going on here. Ethelbrad has moved on.
So, why are you here?
So hello to anyone who's joined since we started. Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader is our game of the moment. Was it not you who sent for me?
You have seeded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bode death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least. Oh, yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of... I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Right. Where is your ship headed?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
What are my current...
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Okay, another attack? Why, so it is. Okay, we've been ambushed again. Start the battle.
For now.
Reduce to dust!
Whoa! Whoa!
Stay vigilant. Die!
Okay. Oh, the dodge, like, stepped out of the way. Doggy dodge. Oh, he got hit one time. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Attack will receive not a bonus if it's attacked from the side or protected by that current cover. Okay. Right, who can we kill? Who can we kill? There's a guy right there who we are flanking, so let's go over here.
Sow the seeds of discord.
Let's smack this guy with that. And then let's take a pot shot. Oh, we can kill him. 95% chance. Great. Off you go. Post. Nice. Flanking shot and spin.
Chaos guides me! Death to the weak!
Heretic Brawler.
Ah!
Oh, a parry.
Follow my lead.
Ah!
Pain and beauty go hand in hand.
Wow.
Such is the will of
I took care of this one.
Alright. Your character has received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance your character. To learn about the effect you have gained, hover your cursor over the effects icon next to the character's portrait. Where's my portrait? Here, next to the character's portrait. Hilda. What is this? Source Theodora. Okay. Plus 50 ballistic skill until the end of combat. Okay. Right, who am I killing? So we've got this guy. It looks like Abelard has pretty much got this side covered, so we don't really need to do anything there. Guy's behind a degree of cover, so we should probably... Can we get him from here? We can? How about here? We can. Let's get into cover. Let's toss one of these at him. What's this look like? 32% chance. Well, that's terrible. In that case, let's just set him on fire. Oh, he's dead. Good. Roasted to death. He's also got one, I think.
Out of my way! I've suffered worse.
Look out!
Wow. He paid no attention to Abelard. Like, did the friendly fire and everything.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Not a single whoreson.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What is happening?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
The casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Okay. So, talk to Theodora. Done. Find the arch-militant. Alright, where are we going? We have only one way we can go. I think. Looks like some sort of... Yeah, there's nothing there.
I tread a path unexplored.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
Report.
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here in the war?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require... Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
Mort, palm. Is very imperious. Very imperious. Okay, we're gonna go look for our relative.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Yo. We got stabbed in the back.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you're back with us, I see. Delightful.
Void Gear, you two-faced scum. You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
Okay.
We are in the anteroom of the Warring Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel. An ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel. On the contrary, the Ward's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
So, we have a coercion roll that succeeded. What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy? You sordid, wretched piece of Grok's shit.
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty?
Whoa.
But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
This guy's got quite the advanced plan for us. Okay, fight the voice in your head. I will do as you require. A more and more sourceless voice echoes. Gate, go to the gate.
I doubt it, my dear. But that's enough talk.
Okay, let's see how this goes. So he needs our blood to open the gate. He's going to steal the warrant. Okay, one of the available dialogue boxes requires making a skill test. Unlike with passive tests, which are made automatically, in this case you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequences of which will be depend on the result of the associated test. Okie dokie. So, tech use 45. Succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator, which is any type of digital computer in the Imperium. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. An incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. Right, oh. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs. The vid screen to the right of you lights up. Okay. A whisper runs through your consciousness. Decision consequence. You were wounded by a corrupted weapon. Oh yes, that was the thing we selected during character creation. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voight-Veer wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Okay, place your hand. Let's do it. The Sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. Few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and pumps into motion. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaw remains closed and you begin to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. But even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Why, yes. Yes, I do require assistance. Hello, mouse. Continue.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Okay, well, I seem to have a little bit of streaming issues. Let's just wait for it to stop for a second. I'm playing the game on the GeForce Now subscription service. And I do have a pretty excellent internet connection here, but it seems to be suffering a little bit right now. So let's just give it a moment to stabilize. There we go. Okay, and dialogue. Ah, the backup.
Well, there is still another way.
There is. All right. Check the Warren Chamber. We have saved the day, ladies and gentlemen. Saved the day, as indeed we should. Here we go. Okay. What is this? The Great Mission. That's the warrant of trade. I thought the warrant of trade was going to be a document. It's a huge piece.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Right. I need to contact someone. Yes.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the
Okay. As the game story unfolds, you'll see notifications up the screen indicating the status of your current objective has been updated. Access the journal by pressing J. Cool. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Abalon.
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Hunrad Voigtbier is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Voigtveer openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Indeed.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Okay. I've received a sniper rifle, an armored body glove, and a medkit. Excellent. Right. While fighting, your characters lose some of their wounds. Your characters from an injury, be it typed by Kunrad, happens when a character receives damage exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds. Okay, so let's take a look at the wounds. Wounds are a measurement of how much punishment a character can take before suffering debilitating effects and ultimately death. Each character has a specified number of wounds. A character can often increase the wounds by spending experience points and improving their characteristics, such as toughness. So that's basically how much damage we can take. Yep. All right, good. And injury. After falling into a trap or receiving damage that exceeds 50% of their total wounds within one round, a character will receive a fresh injury. Injuries reduce a character's resolve if the fresh injury is not healed within 3 rounds using a medkit. It will turn into an old injury. You can also get rid of the old injury with a medkit, however healing will require an additional Medicaid skill test. All injuries reduce a character's stats, and if 3 or more injuries accumulate, they turn into traumas. The number of injuries that cause trauma may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you choose. Right. So there's varying degrees of damage means we become less and less useful. Very good. Okay. So, you've gotten new items. All items are in the inventory. Right, let's take a look at our inventory and equip. We want to be a sniper. So, sniper rifle in there. Armored body glove. Get some armor on. We have a med kit, and let's put the med kit on. Oh no, it's got one already, so let's put a med kit on. Oh. We can't use med kits. Okay, interesting. Fine. Let us switch to Abelard, and let us use that med kit on us.
That is a noticeable improvement.
Where we go. There we go.
Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse. All those strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence.
I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
Why indeed? I heard one of Theodora's voices.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Okay. The Navigator's Sanctum. Very well.
Absolutely.
Lead the way.
Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
Onward. Ah, yeah.
I am the harbinger of discord.
Surrender to the dark powers!
Combat begins with tactical phase, during which characters cannot attack or take other actions, but may take advantageous positions. Okay, so let's move Abelard. Stay there. Let's have a thing as a high ground. Yeah, that should be. Okay, we're good. Let's go. The combat abilities of characters differ depending on archetype. Available abilities are located at the bottom right of the screen. To read the full description, however, you can hover over the cursor and right mouse button on it. Left mouse button to use the ability. Before the ability is used, you will get to review its estimated outcome. Yeah? Okay, so where are we? Got good initiative. This is single shot, and that is dead eye shot. Precisely aimed 50% bonus. Right. So let's take a look at what we do. 95% chance to kill. We probably want Abelard here and then swinging at these. Take out the outliers, which. Oh, one shot, one kill. Like it. And I don't think we need to do anything else, because these are all relatively low HP, so we don't need any of these. Oh, what the hell, let's just do it. Okay, your new companion is a warrior. Abelard specializes in melee combat, drawing enemy attacks. Charge is a unique warrior ability, only works when using melee weapon. Is not considered an attack action. Use charge to close the distance. Melee weapon. Alright, so let's begin with a charge. Let's charge right over here. And then, what is the code? Here we go. Cleave. Oh, we can't take out both. We can cleave in the middle. Great. Aha! Beautiful. And what is this? Brace for impact. For one round, the Navy officer allies in a 3-cell radius gain 2 deflection. Great. Let's give him a brace for impact. Cool. And
I serve the ruinous powers.
okay, with 1 damage.
I serve the ruinous powers! Death to non-believers!
Dodge that one, very nice.
Chaos guides me!
Okay, he got nowhere. Okay, companions can get hurt by your burst shots or area attacks. Okay, yeah, so there is friendly fire. How much damage do we have here? 6, so that shouldn't be a problem. We can take this guy out comfortably. Oh, it runs in a line. Oh, the bullets can go through the character. I'm gonna watch this. Let's see if this works.
What a satisfying demise.
That was indeed satisfying. Your character has just missed. To increase hit chance, equip your character with a decent weapon. Etc. Yeah, blah blah blah. Missed. Who did I? Oh, I missed one of them. I missed two of them. Fair enough. Okay, so this is a guy with 5 health and 6 health. That should require no further activity. Let's do another cleave attack in the middle and take these fools out. Oh, so great. That's just good. That's very, very good. You can advance the level of your characters and companions. Prevailing in battle explores the Coronis Expanse. After completing quests earns your experience. Once you have accumulated enough experience, your character gains a new level. Click on the arrows. Okay. Right. Well, that was sensational. Let's go here. Let's pick up some things. Defeated enemies have no further need for their belongings, but you can discover valuable trophies among them. Items on the right side of the trophy collection window go in your inventory. Such items can be used equipped. You can move trophies from one side of the window to the other by double-clicking or by dragging. Right? What do we have here? We have swords. And Abelard's got chain swords. I think he does well with 2 weapons. So let's just grab all of these, because we want all of them. Oh, collect all. And let's see. This is a chain sword. I think we can stick him two-handed. Oh yes, we can. Great. And let's give ourselves a pistol, because a short-range one is always useful. And let's upgrade. So, archetype. 1 ranks available. Click to details. What do we have here? Choose skill. Here we go. I am going to upgrade Medicaid because I need to be able to use a medkit. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. Oh. Okay, that's that complete. Let's go to Abelard. Let's see what he's got. We have athletics, which is affected by strength, represents the character's ability to traverse difficult terrain. Peruse, affected by the toughness character, represents the ability to resist negative effects. I'm going to go with Carouse. Right, what does he have? Weapon skill, because he's melee based. Some ballistic skill, excellent strength, good toughness. Strength represents how physically strong a character is. Damage a character inflicts with melee weapons. You definitely want to up that. Great. Okay, let's see. What is my reputation? 0. So we don't need to worry about that then. All right.
If such is the Emperor's will.
What is this? Inventory. Weapon sets. Cool. All right, so we picked up everything we need. Have we? Everything cutthroats in there. No items lying
The
around on the
world
ground. I think we're good.
trembles beneath my feet.
Okay, let's go. Navigator's Sanctum. Here is a map of your void ship. It consists of several parts. And we can travel around. We're going to the Navigator's Sanctum. Okay. Game is auto-saved, and I believe F5 saves. Yes, it does. That quick save as well. Good, and can we go in this direction? We cannot. So we have only one way we can go. Let's do it.
The navigator's sanctum.
And so she will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Hmm.
Mistress, watch your head.
What's my head? Oh.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
And Idira is an unsanctioned psyker who is the illegal version of what we are.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it?
Ooh.
I have no answer.
Neither do we. Ah. The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its core scraping against the walls of your mind as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. Divine.
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant
voices
insight.
they whisper.
Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you, Von Valancius, are a sorcerer too, just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
Prepare to launch a counterattack. Okay.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well.
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. Right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know what?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
Give me 1 second here, folks. Do a quick thing. Alrighty then. Continue. The seer's words dredge up something dark and frightening from the depths of your memory. Your soul has been tainted by the influence of warp sorcery. Oh yes. I actually never noticed in my first run-through that there was this much consequences to a decision in the early parts.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master cog, and the silence that followed.
Continue.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the navigator is well.
No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Well, Idira is quite the doomsayer.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Let us indeed do that. Idira has joined your party. Select one character alike. Left click on the multiple characters, hold and drag a boss. Entire party, press backspace. Great. Right, where are we? There we go. Entire party, what do we have here? We've got a door. Before we do that, let's go and see. So let me pick up on this corridor here. What's this? Locked door. Okay, so no.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Open. Aha! The navigator. Let's do this. Alright, Abelard, let's get you somewhere somewhat front and center. Okay, so nobody to charge necessarily. Oh no, maybe here. The diva over there. Him out of the way over there. Okay. And start the battle.
Out of my way!
I bring ruin. I am your doom.
Oh, that we didn't want. Okay, you can use the hologram to gauge effectiveness of the intended actions before taking them. Click on any accessible cell on the battlefield to place the character's hologram there. Select an ability or single-shot attack to see the expected outcome. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. Right, let's try it. So, we don't need to move this guy. Heretic Cycle, Sharpshooter. Abelard up next? Yes. So we'll let him take out those two. So I say we take out this one. %81 chance. Yeah. Cool. Dead. Can we do anything else? Nope, we can't. So, Avalon. If we go here, is it possible for us to... Okay, well we can't actually do that. Well, that's a shame. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's charge this guy. Interesting. That was curious. I should have had 2 moves there. I think I may have accidentally wasted them.
At your beck and call.
Chaos guides me.
Let me just see if this stream is messing up here. Oh, did the stream break? Slightly weird. Oh yes. Hold on a second, folks. Got a bit of a problem with the old Twitch. I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on. broadcasting still. That's a little bit strange. Yeah, it does look like Twitch is a little bit bugged. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later on. Sorry about the short pause there, folks. I was trying to figure out what was going on with the Twitch stream there. The stream is actually happening, but for some weird reason, it's showing up in the video section and not on the main page. But let us continue with the battle. Let's see, that's 1, and this is 2. So this. Warning, and then let's see.
Will do.
Yep. That guy's gone. And... Okay, so we can let Abelard take out this guy. So if we move over here, then take another look. Oh, we only got 6 here. 38% chance? Huh. Is it only a 38% chance? Right, let's, in that case, set him on fire.
Purpose guides me.
Toast it.
Ravage and conquer.
Get out of the way, and so Abelard. We should be able to move over there. Beautiful. Protecting the navigator, all done and done.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
What is wrong with you?
Wounded. Exhausted. Fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Pick one.
Your time is short.
Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Behold the final dawn. Behold it.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Cannot be done without the Master Helmsman's help. Okay, run, flee from this place, Vespiadis says. But who torments you? Who?
The Edge. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, the shell will burst, and thousands of Moors will accept the sacrifice offered to the Edge of Daybreak by the Bringer of Twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods.
The will of the gods. Each word rings through your head like the tolling of a bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming in your ears. For a moment you lose your bearings. Tell me how.
Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman.
See what Abelard
The
says.
ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the Servo Skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck.
Okay, well. So, what are we doing? Make it to a meeting with the heir. Alright, let's see. I think Yadira is hurt. Nope, 22 of 22. Oh, okay. We heal. See what we've got here. Let's collect all. Let's take a look at the inventory and let's see what Yadira's got here. He has a Psychic Staff 4-8 and we're looking at the same. We should now be able to put that in there, which is exactly what we want. And then let's see. This is 5 to 7. Yeah, we don't want that. So add to cargo. Yep. Cargo and add to. This is Scrappy Autogun times 2. We'll hold on to that. Swapping weapons does not cost action. Right, where are we going? The navigator's sack. Doesn't look like we've got anything more to do here, so let's be on.
The world will bow.
Accept. Officer's deck. I think there is nowhere else but there to go at this point.
Ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these
shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Okay, Argenta. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivers in her hands.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Let's introduce ourselves.
The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the arch-enemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
The Seneschal is right. This
Very
is
well.
no time for talk.
We may leave it at that, for now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic!
Right, Lord Imperium.
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation, under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice. Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. Make...
Yeah, I think I got a better sniper rifle there. Go up to 60. Currently 37. Will not move any. Fresh injury. Right, can we open this? We can. Okay, let's see if we can kill some people. Upload 87. Alright, let's go with Collide. right here. Argenta right there. Take Idira to this
The
side.
Whispers told me a
and I'll
secret.
go back. Right. Idira has got some fancy moves. Let's see if we can take out a couple of these things. Forewarning. Increases dodge and parry. Give that to her. Then let's take 7, 18, 7. That guy. And that'll do. Argenta is the warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas and a soldier expert in burst range weapons. Mobility, run and gun is unique soldier ability, grants extra movement points and reduces the cost of the next attack by 1. Okay, so Furious Recital grants momentum equal to 6. Additional 3 momentum for each enemy that was hit. Well, that's nobody this turn. Run and gun. Gains 4 movement points. Next attack costs minus 1 AP. Okay. And this is a burst attack which we can do in battle. That's a fairly terrible hit rate. But okay. Oh, okay. Wasn't that terrible after all? Ah, we are back. Okay, so if I run and gun to say... Oh, that doesn't give me a... Let me do that again. And who's up next? Up there? This will take this guy out, I feel. Take this dude.
I'll do it.
And now, Furious Recycle, Momentum, now. Okay, now then. There are a bunch of people standing in a line. Oh. That's it. Huh. Okay. Try this one. Okay, we got 1. Fine. That one's only got 7. This one's got 8. That one will go there. Alright, quite happy with the first couple of rounds. Quite happy. Okay, Abelard dodged like a pro. Beautiful. And so did my sister Argenta. Alright, let's see. What to go here? Oh, it's this one. Take him out. That. And I don't think we can move. No, we can't.
Out of my way!
Is it sniper? Oh, and he missed. Okay, Vera, lovely. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go here. The can. I've only got 7, so I should take her one go. Oh, I've got no line of sight. Take that one out instead. And I think that's... Right, can we do this? 42 chance to kill. Let's try it. Right, that didn't work. Hmm. 62% chance to kill. That seems like the logical one. Okay, game froze there a little bit, not sure what happened. Looks like it was a miss. Well, let's lose that. He's coming in, and it's a clean parry.
I serve the ruinous powers! See my great
the
works,
first hit.
masters!
Okay, well, I need to kill this guy, so let's do that now. Wow, critical hit. Beautiful. Let's, we can charge somewhere. Don't suppose we can charge all the way to him, can we? No. Didn't even get close. Right?
Death to non-believers!
Oh, I think you got hit again. Alright, we should be able to... My mouse is moving all over the place. Hang on. Some latency problems with the G-Force now. I'm just going to let it relax a little. Come on, street. Hmm? Whoa. A rare moment when the G-Force now is feeling a little unstable here, ladies and gentlemen. Just a rare moment. See if we can get ourselves back to the position. There we are. Here we go. Yeah, let's move forward. And then let's take this. And that's him gone. Now, where do we have people? I think we've only got the one. Let's move our Genta forward. See if we can take out here.
As the Emperor commands.
And Goddess. Alright. To open a jam door, click the icon. Highest tech use will get it done. Alright. Before we do that, let's go see what these guys have. Grab all of that. Do we have any more dead people? We do not. Let's grab everybody and let's go. before we do that, make sure
I
that
tread a
of
path
course there is.
unexplored.
Of course there is. Is there any more loot here? There is more goods. Multi universal hacking device. Love it. Oh, open the door, logic. Yeah. I have no idea what we're picking up right now, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. What's this? Operator's gloves. 3 bonus to tech use. Okay, I'm not necessarily sure we need the bonus to tech use just yet. 100% chance of success, yep. Store the power supply. Awesome. This, open the door. Goods. Very nice. All right. Oh, there's one more before we go. Right, let's get into our inventory here. What do we have? Sorting. Let's go with newest to oldest. Does everyone have medkits? You can't use medkits. We should be okay for now. Shotgun. Got a shotgun. 6 to 10, 10 to 15. Unfading Valor and an auto pistol. 6 to 10. Two-handed ranged weapon. Solid projectile. 10 to 15. 10%. 6 to 10. Armor penetration. 15%. Rate of fire 4. Rate of fire 1. Range 2. Range 12. Yeah, we can't do that. And this is max ammo 24. Range 8. 5%. Significantly. So again, sniper rifle is this guy, and 3 bonus tech use does not matter. So let us save. Then off we go. And everybody's leveled up. Beautiful. Right, let's do that now. So, 1 rank available. What do we have? Expose a weakness. That's a mandatory one. Operative removes all exploits, decreasing the target's dodge and armor until the start of the operative's next turn. Okay. That was an easy one. And he gets Endure. She gets Exposed Weak. Well, because he's also an operative. Revel in Slaughter immediately removes the winded effect. Plus 10 ballistic skill. Ability becomes available after the soldier kills 3 enemies. Noted. Right, well that was a nice simple one. We can put there. And then let's go. All right, we're coming up against 2 hours. I think this is an excellent place to just park ourselves before we continue to the finish line of this first part. So let's save the game there. Let's call it Venturing. Save. Lovely. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I see there's a slight problem with the Twitch stream today, but the actual stream occurred. It just didn't show up on Twitch correctly. You'll find it in the backlog of history for the next couple of weeks, and of course also on my YouTube channel as per usual. And until next time, thank you very much for joining, and good day.